All right, so I guess people are trying to use Hooters as an alibi after being caught on Ring camera killing his girlfriend. It's crazy, crazy story. I really wanted to dive into it because it's crazy, and I want to break down a lot of the way society is working now. It doesn't pay off to be a criminal, and doing stupid shit like this is just one of the dumbest things that you can do, especially in 2025. You guys, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe, comment, share, everything that YouTube loves people to do.
A grandmother was close to getting out of a bad relationship when this happened.
She had shut and locked her front door, and he shot 4 times through her front door, hitting her 3 times.
New at 6, how the gunman tried to use a local Hooters to confuse detectives and establish an alibi.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
A family now has justice after their loved one was shot and killed by an abusive boyfriend. Good evening, I'm George Estevez.
Glad you're here with us. I'm Linda Stouffer. This is video of that through the door killing her. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live at the Fulton County DA's Domestic Violence Division. Mark, you found out how the killer tried to cover his tracks.
Yeah, Cassie Hall, the lead prosecutor on the case, says domestic abuse can take many forms. Part of the reason the Fulton County DA's office has an entire division devoted to domestic violence, and in this case, there is economic abuse, but then physical violence, murder.
I just was broken, completely broken, shattered.
We're tired of burying our women to abusers.
I break down and cry every single day. Some days I don't even want to go on.
It's like, okay, you guilty. Dang, my mom still is not gonna hug me. And my mom's still not here. But he needs to be locked up.
Samantha Bozeman tried to close the door on her 4-year relationship with Maxwell Lartery. And in retaliation, he fired a gun through her front door, captured on Ring video, and killed her. Say Fulton County Chief Senior Assistant District Attorneys Cassie Hall and Christina Robinson.
And there's another video that I have where he's saying, if you come outside, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot your house.
Who say Max Lartery fired 4 shots through the door and 3 of them struck Samantha Bozeman, mortally wounding her.
Is there a lesson for others in troubled relationships? I would say yes. I would say knowing enough is enough.
Ms. Hall and Ms. Robinson say earlier this month a jury convicted Lartery of murder and more. And Senior Judge David Emerson sentenced him to life in prison with the possibility of parole, plus 5 years, plus 10 years probation if he ever made parole.
This is a beautiful spirit.
That's exactly what he gets. Life.
Joyful.
You can die in
She
there,
would
buddy.
get on you if she had to, but she was just a happy, helping person.
The 2 trial prosecutors say Lartery, 33 at the time of the shooting, had not been contributing to the household bills and wanted Ms. Bozeman, 51 at the time, to give up custody of 2 of her grandchildren, whom she had adopted. Zipporah Ferguson says shortly before the shooting, her mom came to Ms. Ferguson's job crying.
She was like, I'm done with him, and everything like that.
Prosecutors say Atlanta police, alerted by neighbors who heard gunshots earlier in the day and had not been able to reach Ms. Bozeman on her phone for hours, arrived to find shattered glass and shell casings. And in her kitchen, police found Samantha Bozeman dead, though she had been alive and bleeding for some time and might have lived if Lartery had called for help soon after the shooting.
He's walking down the street calling her out of her name.
Why didn't
He's
she
still
call?
Making threats.
Instead, Ms. Robinson and Ms. Hall say Lartery traveled about Metro.
Why didn't she call the police? Like, why didn't she call? Maybe she just couldn't get to her phone? Man, I feel really extremely bad for this family. I wish she would have called or at least got to her phone. I feel really bad. That's really sad. Dealing with a fucking bozo. Look at this guy. He's a clown.
Atlanta, trying to establish an alibi, finishing the night at a Hooters, though by that time her death had been discovered hours earlier. District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
As this grandmother lay and bleed out in her very home, he was gallivanting all through the town, ending his night at a Hooters. It's just a horrible disregard for life.
People think of domestic violence as just physical, but it can be economic abuse. He wasn't paying bills. He wasn't being a responsible male.
She was able to be financially stable, travel around a lot, and she just wanted to genuinely help Max.
Now, spokesman said the Fulton County Public Defender's Office represented Mr. Lartery, though we must decline additional comments as a motion for a new trial has been filed. We use imagery obtained through the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and the family for this story. Reporting live at the Domestic Violence Division for the DA's office, Mark Winnie, Channel 2.
Guys, this fucking idiot. He's an idiot. He filed for a motion for a retrial. You're stupid. Do you realize you're clearly on camera in front of her house firing a gun? The bullet, it's clear as day. You're done. You're done, buddy. And another thing, like I said earlier in the video, today's age is different. You cannot do that. Like, me and my wife go riding our bikes, right? With our 2 girls, we go riding around the neighborhood. I swear to you, I cannot count how many houses have cameras on them. From doorbell ring to driveway cameras, every home on my neighborhood street, literally on my street, has cameras, including mine. From front yard to backyard to doorbell, including mine. Every house has cameras. It's the way of life right now. People aren't even getting it for, honestly, people aren't even getting it for security purposes. My house came with it. Brand new build home came with cameras. Smart system, smart hub in my laundry room. A full smart house comes with cameras. And that's including with all the houses around me. So doing something like this, you're an absolute moron. Now, another thing is, I kind of pulled out of the hat with that, but it's crazy that she was dating as such a young guy, because he was nothing but a homeless. He was nothing but someone irresponsible homeless that needed somewhere to live, like most. And yeah, he found a nice, mature lady that had her stuff together, and he figured, okay, well, I'll just live with her. Even though he didn't want to, because obviously if you love someone, you wouldn't do that. So he didn't want to be with her. He just was with her because it was convenient and it provided him a roof over his head, food, a warm place at night. But it was not because you wanted a future with her. And it's sad. It's really, really sad that she didn't see that, because at that age, you should definitely be looking for males or men that have their shit together, already have kids, they have their own place. You don't have to live together. That's like a huge red flag. If someone tries to move in with you right away, that means they have nowhere else to go. If they have their own place, stay separated for a few years. Force them to pay their own bills like they have been. Don't let them move in with you. Guys, this is a crazy story. I want to know your thoughts below. I feel it really, really bad for the family. It's really sad. You know, I couldn't imagine my mom being in that type of situation, dealing with such a young guy that's younger than me, 30 years old. The fuck? I couldn't imagine that, nor would I allow it to happen. But guys, I do want to know your thoughts down below. Also, YouTube has picked a video just for you to watch next. Sit back and enjoy it. Till next time, folks. I'll see you in the next one.